Hi, I'm Aaron Sansoni.
And I'm Peter Bland.
And together we're bringing to you the ultimate boot camp that you don't want to miss.
Yeah, it's all about you. It's all about you as a successful business. The question is, what is your brand? What is the best business for that brand? And how do you maximize your return and enjoyment from the business?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, when we say business, we don't necessarily mean a physical business, although that might be something you're really interested in. But what we mean is starting with you as a business yourself and turning you into a commodity. Now, the boot camp's coming up in Melbourne on the 6th and 7th of October, and there's 3 key things that we're focusing on over these 2 days. The first thing is all about you. The second thing is finding what we call your vehicle of wealth. Now, we're going to go through what that might be, such as business, property, shares, whether it may be becoming a superstar employee within the job that you're in right now, whatever that may be, but find the vehicle that really suits you. And the third component from the boot camp, the breakthrough, we're going to show you how to create an action plan to achieve those goals.
The first segment is about you. Now, who are you? What are your values? What are your characteristics? And once you've identified your values, those values are values that you would die for, values that you want to live for. These are values which define what is important to you.
Who you are.
Now, when you define who you are and you put next to it your characteristics and you combine that, you've now identified what we call your USP.
Absolutely.
Your unique sales proposition.
So the idea is this: once we've understood all about you and how to make you into a commodity, now we get to choose what vehicle or vehicles, you can do multiple things, they're going to help you create wealth. Now, remember, those vehicles that we're going to be able to teach you about, things like property, business, maybe you still want to stay in the current job that you're in, but you want to become a superstar employee, get a promotion, get a pay rise. You might not want to be a business owner or want to be an entrepreneur, whatever it is, whatever the vehicle may be for you. I mean, like Pete trades right now, makes a lot of money on the stock market. Maybe you want to learn from Pete how to make a lot of money. I think most of the time on the back of his boat is where he's trading.
Or
skiing. Or skiing is we're going to make a whole bunch of money. For me, it's all about business. But whatever the vehicle is for you, we're not here to tell you what it is. No. Whatever the vehicle is for you, we'll help you find it. And the third step?
Well, the third step is action. Actually giving you the action tools that can turn that business, whatever it may be, and it could be staying exactly employed where you are on a higher wage for less time.
Absolutely.
That's a business because you are the business.
And the blueprint.
The blueprint. And the blueprint will have tools such as public speaking, influence, budgeting, finance, sales and marketing, social marketing. All of these tools which can be used to get more from your brand.
So the whole point of that third section of this whole boot camp is you walk away with your own action plan and blueprint of how to be successful in the vehicle that you've chosen. Now, why now? Look, Pete and I speak all over the world to people that are really excited about choosing a vehicle and moving forward to create wealth for themselves and for their family and the things that they want to have in their life. But some people come up against a stumbling block, which is why now? Why now should I try and do something? Well, let me put it to you this way. In my world, which is all about business and my family, I know right now more millionaires and billionaires are being created right now in this big global climate that everyone's complaining about than any other time right now, because people that are smart know that right now is the time to make wealth for yourself for a long, sustainable period of time, whether that's property, whether that's business, whether that's trading, whatever it may be, you can be successful right now. So why now? You know why now, because it's time for your plan.
Absolutely. And with that plan, you can action that plan. And as the saying goes, the fortunes go to the brave.
Absolutely.
And absolutely, if ever there's a time in life to be brave in business, it's now. You know, the European market, the Spanish bailout, and the Greek elections. Now is the time that people are valuing individuals who stand for something.
And in fact, one of the things I'll be actually teaching you is what I call the 5 C's. And one of the C's, the very last one, is courage.
Absolutely.
It's about taking a chance on something. It's about being courageous and giving it a go.
Think big, start small, and act now.
Absolutely.
Because it's taking that first step, which is always the most difficult to take initially, but once taken, it opens up a whole pathway.
Absolutely.
Now listen, Aaron and I have taken these lessons to corporations and organisations from around the world, including Australia, New Zealand, America, England, Singapore, India,
Malaysia, everywhere.
Major tier 1 companies from around the world, and individuals and executives who all benefit from what we're teaching.
Yeah, absolutely. Business-wise, I've taught everything from a fish and chip shop owner, sole trader, right up to multi-billion-dollar multinational companies. So obviously we're going to teach you how to create a lot of wealth through the vehicles that you choose, but it's got to be more than that. Now for Pete and I, it's about family, it's about giving back. Now one of the things that we've been able to do through the Ascension model that we're actually going to teach you is we've raised, close to $15 million probably for charities here in Australia and overseas, and that's a great way for us to be able to give back, and we're sure you wanted to be able to do the exact same thing as well.
Yeah, and the Ascension model is just one tool that we'll be teaching people. So essentially, the question for you to be asking yourself now is, after all these incredible features of what we're offering people, what are the key benefits for you attending this 2-day boot camp with Aaron and I on the 6th and 7th of October? Well, first of all, you. Imagine a time in the future when you have an absolute clarity of who you are, what you stand for, and what you wish your legacy to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Secondly, it's about you having the vehicle, whatever that vehicle may be. It could be property, finance, sales, marketing, such that that vehicle is the right vehicle. So thirdly, it's the action plan. You'll benefit from the action plan that we provided for you. And the action plan will cover specifically goals. Having SMART goals.
Absolutely.
Specific, measurable, attractive. I say attractive.
I say achievable.
It's going to be sexy. What you're pursuing has to be sexy.
Yeah,
because if things are sexy, you'll do it.
Yeah.
Specific, measurable, attractive, realistic, and time-based.
Absolutely.
Goal is time-based. You have to be kept accountable towards those. And so talking about accountability, you will leave this camp with KPIs, key performance indicators, which keeps you on track towards that onward road.
Absolutely.
That onward road, which takes you towards the legacy that you wish to leave.
We'll even buddy you up with somebody from the camp to help you to become successful once you've left the boot camp. You're going to have an accountability buddy with you. Once we've created brand you, and once we've created the exact vehicles that you want, we work out what they are, and we create your action plan, you're going to have an accountability buddy that you meet at the boot camp who's going to help you to achieve those as well.
And often in life we find, the fees that one can justify for what they do is a product. The content is great, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
But the justification for the fee is the brand associated with it.
Absolutely. It's a brand. Look, when it comes to testimonials, between Pete and I, we have a truckload of testimonials. We've got written testimonials. We've got, people just showing me one on the way in here today of someone that's just attended one of his camps, actually in the same location you're going to be coming to, and they were blown away with it.
Absolutely. So this is an absolute immersion into your future.
Yeah.
It's not a boot camp which is held in some hotel lobby.
No.
This is a boot camp held in my home, an 1852 country estate in the Macedon Ranges, 30 minutes from the Melbourne airport.
Yeah.
And it's not just theoretical learning, it's actually experiential learning. So one second you're learning sales and marketing from Aaron or some conversion model or the Ascension model. Next thing you know, I've got you outside, clip it onto a carabiner, beelaying over a cliff. Okay?
There's a lot of adventure as well, so we hope you're up for a bit of adventure as well, because that's the whole point. We're going to be doing abseiling, rock, everything. We're going to do absolutely everything. So you're going to get this massive combination of outdoor adventure, this full immersion experience, and you're going to walk out with those three things. What are they again? You as a commodity, understand what vehicle or vehicles you're going to use to make wealth, and the action plans to make those happen as well.
So Aaron, for a boot camp which has all accommodation provided, all food provided, all activities provided, all the education provided, it's unbelievably competitively, generously priced.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, look, Pete and I have both spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on our own education. I'm actually spending $20,000 just to spend 2 days with one of my mentors next week. Like, you have to spend a lot of money generally to get around mentors. But Pete and I understand that there's a lot of people that wanted to come on this, and we really want to offer an experience within everyone's budget as well. So normally for 2 days like this, you'd probably spend maybe $10,000, $15,000 with all-inclusive paid. But we're going to do something a little bit special.
Yeah. So I think what you've said is there's a price for one person and there's a price for two people. Is that right?
Absolutely. So what we're going to do for the first 20 people. Now, this is only going to be a small boot camp because we want you to get the most out of it. You're not going to come, it's not going to be hundreds of people.
No.
This is in Pete's house, right?
Yeah.
He's got a whole...
It's not that big. It's big.
He's got a whole conference center. He's got a whole facility to be able to, everyone to be able to sleep in. But we can only take about 20, 25 people.
Yeah.
So the first people to come on board, take action, we're going to drop the price down.
Yeah.
From generally, $10,000, $15,000, we're going to drop it down to only $19.95 for one person. Or if you bring a second person along, we're going to do it for $29.95. So $2,995 for two people, or $1,995 for one person. But it's only for the first 25 because that's what we can cater for. And if you need a payment plan, you can get in contact with us on the details below, and we can help you with that as well.
Yeah, look, it's an unbelievable offer to get associated with mentors who can guide you with some tools, some accountability, and and particularly some self-awareness.
Absolutely.
About what is really important to you.